Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we're diving into a heartfelt and inspiring story straight from the tennis courts of Hong Kong, where rising Philippine tennis sensation Eala has opened up about one of her most memorable matches of the season, her thrilling Hong Kong Open encounter against Canada's Victoria Mboko. It was more than just a contest of skill and stamina. It was a meeting of two of the brightest young stars in women's tennis, both hungry for recognition, both determined to make their mark on the global stage. For Eala, this match was not just another entry in the tournament schedule. It was a reflection of how far she's come and how much she's still willing to push herself to achieve greatness. The 19-year-old Filipina, known for her fiery ground strokes and mental fortitude, took on Mboko in what turned out to be a fascinating battle of resilience and passion. And while the result didn't necessarily go in her favor, the experience left an indelible mark on her young career. After the match, Alex spoke candidly in her post-game reflections, revealing that it wasn't just about winning or losing. It was about learning, adapting, and embracing the emotional highs and lows that come with professional tennis. She described the Hong Kong Open as one of her favorite stops of the year, saying that the atmosphere, the crowd, and the energy pushed her to give her absolute best. Every match is a lesson, she shared with a smile, her voice steady, but filled with introspection. This one reminded me that growth doesn't always happen when you win. Sometimes it happens when you push through, even when things don't go your way. Fans across the Philippines and beyond praised Eala's maturity and sportsmanship, noting that even in defeat, she carried herself with the grace of a champion. Social media platforms buzzed with encouragement from Filipino fans proud of how she represented the country, calling her performance brave, beautiful, and the mark of a true professional. The match itself had all the makings of a classic. Both players came in confident, Eala fresh off strong performances in previous tournaments, and Mboko, the talented Canadian teenager, eager to prove that she could compete with the best of her generation. From the very first serve, the intensity was palpable. Eala's aggressive baseline play clashed beautifully with Mboko's defensive resilience, creating long, gripping rallies that had spectators on the edge of their seats. Each point felt like a mini-battle, each game like a story unfolding. At one stage, Eala seemed to have the upper hand. Her forehands were deep, precise, and full of intent. Her movement was sharp, her focus unwavering. But tennis is a game of momentum, and in the second set, Mboko found her rhythm. She began counterpunching with confidence, testing Eala's patience and forcing her into longer rallies. The match became a tug-of-war, both physically and mentally. After 2.5 hours of spectacular tennis, Mboko managed to edge past Eala in a tight finish. But the real takeaway wasn't on the scoreboard. It was in the lessons learned and the composure shown. In her post-match interview, Alex emphasized that she felt proud but hungry. Proud of the fight she gave, and hungry to improve further. "You can't always control the outcome," she said, "but you can always control your attitude and effort. I left everything on the court, and that's something I'll always be proud of." For the young Filipina, who continues to balance her professional journey with national representation, every match like this one serves as both a checkpoint and a motivator. Over the past few years, Eala has transformed from a promising junior into a full-fledged professional player, facing world-class opponents and earning respect across the tennis community. Her Hong Kong Open match against Mboko showcased not just her skill but her mental toughness, an essential trait for anyone aiming for long-term success in the sport. Behind the scenes, Eala's coaching team and family have been instrumental in keeping her grounded. Her mother, Riza, and father, Mike, have always been visible sources of support, cheering her on through wins and losses. Her training base in Spain continues to refine her techniques and mental approach, focusing on consistency, composure, and court intelligence. These are the very qualities that shone through in Hong Kong, where despite the intense competition, Alex stayed positive and composed throughout. When asked about her mindset during the match, Eala said she reminded herself to stay in the present moment, not to dwell on missed opportunities or mistakes, but to focus on the next point, the next shot, the next breath. That's something I've been working on a lot, she admitted. Just staying centered, even when things get tough. It's easy to get frustrated, but the best players know how to reset quickly. Her reflections resonated with fans and aspiring athletes, many of whom took to social media to thank her for being open about the psychological aspects of tennis. Eala's honesty, humility, and work ethic have made her a role model not just for Filipinos, but for young players around the world. In a sport where mental strength often defines the difference between good and great, her attitude stands out as a beacon of resilience. Sports analysts covering the Hong Kong Open also noted how much Eala's game has evolved. Her footwork has become more explosive, her serve more reliable, and her tactical awareness sharper. Though she still faces challenges against taller and more experienced opponents, her adaptability is what keeps her in the conversation as one of Asia's most promising young talents. Victoria Mboko, too, had words of praise for Alex after the match. She's a great competitor, Mboko said. She plays with a lot of heart. You can tell she really loves the game. Those mutual words of respect underscored what made this encounter special. It wasn't just a rivalry, it was a glimpse into the future of women's tennis. Two young athletes, both proud of their heritage, both pushing the boundaries of their potential. The Hong Kong Open crowd, diverse and enthusiastic, gave both players a standing ovation. It was a rare moment of unity and appreciation, proof that in sports, the journey can be just as meaningful as the destination. For Alex, those cheers were fuel. They reminded her of why she plays, why she trains, and why every setback is simply another step forward. The support means everything, she said. Hearing people shout your name, seeing flags in the stands, that motivates me more than anything. As Eala continues her 2025 season, this match will undoubtedly serve as a turning point. Her ability to take lessons from every experience, even the painful ones, sets her apart. The Hong Kong Open may have ended, but its memories, the tension, the energy, the emotion, will stay with her for years to come. In her reflection, she mentioned that matches like these remind her that tennis is not just a sport, but a test of character. Off the court, Alex has also been using her platform to inspire younger athletes. In recent months, she's been actively engaging with schools, sharing motivational messages, and reminding the youth that hard work and humility can take them far. You don't have to win every time to be a winner, she once said in an interview. It's about how you carry yourself, how you learn, and how you keep moving forward. That philosophy was on full display in Hong Kong. Despite the disappointment of the result, her composure and gratitude stood out. She thanked her team, her fans, and even her opponent, a gesture that reflects maturity beyond her years. For a teenager navigating the pressures of global tennis, that perspective is both rare and remarkable. The Philippine sports community continues to rally behind her, with local media celebrating her as a trailblazer for Southeast Asian tennis. Every match she plays, every tournament she joins, adds another chapter to a growing legacy that extends far beyond the court. Alex Eala isn't just representing herself anymore. She's representing a nation's hopes, dreams, and love for the game. As she moves forward, Eala has her sights set on the next challenge. Her goal remains consistent: to keep improving, to break into higher WTA rankings, and to eventually bring home titles that once seemed out of reach for Filipinos. But even as she chases those dreams, she never forgets where she came from. I'm proud to be Filipino, she says. Every time I step on the court, I carry my country with me. In reflecting on the Hong Kong Open, she admitted that matches like these teach her patience. Success in tennis, she explained, isn't linear. There are ups and downs, breakthroughs and heartbreaks. But each time she steps onto the court, she becomes stronger, more experienced, and more determined. It's a process, she said, and I'm learning to love every part of it. Her words capture the essence of her journey, a young woman growing not just as an athlete, but as a person. For fans who have followed her since her early junior days, seeing her evolve into a composed, thoughtful competitor is a source of immense pride. And for the younger generation watching, Alex Eala's story is proof that dreams are built one point, one match, and one reflection at a time. From Hong Kong to Manila, from the courts of Spain to international arenas, Alex continues to embody what it means to pursue greatness with grace. Whether she's lifting a trophy or facing defeat, her commitment remains the same: play with heart, play with purpose, and always keep learning. As her reflection on the Hong Kong Open spreads across media outlets and fan pages, it's clear that Eala's impact extends far beyond tennis. She's become a symbol of perseverance, a reminder that even in moments of loss, there's victory and growth. And as she prepares for her next tournaments, the tennis world will be watching, not just to see how she performs, but to witness how she continues to inspire. Because for Eala, every match tells a story. And this one, against Victoria Mboko in the heart of Hong Kong, will always be remembered as a chapter of courage, learning, and unshakable belief. This is Bella, and you've been watching Trending Now USA, where we celebrate the stars, the stories, and the spirit that define modern sports. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for more inspiring tennis coverage from around the world.